Hi, it's Sean, the Fluency Awesomeizer. This is Decoding Multi-Syllabic Words, Episode 2. I have several words I want to take a close look at today, but before we do that, I want you to get ready to read a passage I've written. I want you to read it right out loud to whoever you're there with, all right? And definitely click pause to give yourself plenty of time to read this. Get ready to click pause, read this right out loud. All right, were any of those words tricky to read? Keep watching. If so, in this episode, I'm going to review these 5 words from that passage, show you some information and some strategies you might want to recall next time you're stuck on these words or words like them when you're reading independently. First, a reminder of the fable, The Tortoise and the Hare, and the moral, slow and steady wins the race, which is great advice when you do get stuck on big unfamiliar words reading independently. I'll use unfamiliar as an example. You can think of these words as races. There is a finish line, and if you read like the hare, you might want to get to that finish line first. You'll tend to zip through big words like this. Mistakes can happen that way, but if you read like the tortoise, when you come to these words, take it slow and steady. That patience is definitely going to help improve your ability to decode them. Keep that in mind. Let's practice. All right, this word here from that passage starts with in. There's Tim. And that's Matt, but with that silent E, it's mate, mated. Oh, yeah. This is intimated. Intimated, that is a word. That's a past tense verb. And the root word is intimate, which is a verb. Now, it's intimate. You might look at this word and think it's the adjective intimate, which sounds like intimate, right? But it's not intimate. It's intimate. Intimate originates in ancient Latin, intimatus, meaning to make known, like extra, extra, read all about it. Intimate looks like intimate. Intimatus, you can tell that's where we get the English word intimate with that silent E. That's definitely making the sound mate at the end of this word. It is 2 different words. Confusing, I know. But intimate means to hint or to announce. Hey, everybody, did you hear intimate looks like intimate? So with that silent E, all you have to do is add the D to get intimated. Not to be confused with imitate or tate with that silent E, imitated. Yeah, this is imitated. Past tense verb imitated, root word is, of course, imitate. That originates in ancient Latin too, imitatus, meaning to copy, like this parrot. Hello, parrot, how are you? Oh, parrot, how are you? And imitatus also means to portray. Makes sense of portray. You ever read the fable, The Wolf in Sheep's Clothing, where the wolf wanted to act like a sheep? To portray means to act. Right? To imitate, you can tell imitate comes from that Latin root, or that Latin word imitatus, with that silent E now in English. And because it ends with an E, just have to add a D to get imitated. This word's a much bigger word, timid, that's a word. Mice are timid. And that, dated. This is intimidated. Don't be intimidated when you try to read intimidated. That's a past tense verb. It's also an adjective, intimidated. Root word is intimidate, a verb, and the origin of that word is also ancient Latin, intimidus. Intimidus in Latin, meaning fearful. And in is a prefix originating in Latin. It means several things, but here it's meaning in, surprise. Intimidus, meaning live in fear. Intimidatus is a Latin word meaning to frighten, like that. No, it's not intimidatus. Intimidatus, like this sea turtle, not sea turtles, to frighten. There, be a dragon. That's definitely frightening. Intimidatus. You can tell that's where we get the English word intimidate, with that silent E added at the end. Because there is a silent E, you just have to add a D to get intimidated. Right? The hare might come along to this word and think it says imitated, kind of like imitated a moment ago. There's another I in this word though, and you got to keep your eyes on those I's. They're so skinny, they tend to disappear anytime you're reading like a hare. All right, so take a closer look. This is in it. Is that tie? Looks like the open syllable tie. Aided. Is it initiated? Now, this is a tricky word. We'll look at this closely. It's initiated. It's a past tense verb, initiated. It's also a noun, but the root word is initiate, which is a verb. And the trick to this word is the TI doesn't sound like tie. Nope, it sounds like she. Right? What is up with that? It's because this word, surprise, originates in ancient Latin to initiate, initiatus, initiatus, and the TI is making a sh sound, right? So that's where we get the TI that sounds like a sh, initiatus from Latin. It means to begin or to originate, like in a river originates at its source, right? And initiatus, you can tell from that part of the word, it's where we get the English word initiate with that silent E. Now, initiate, you gotta know this Latin root here at the end, T-I-A-T. It sounds like she ate my cookie, what? But it's T-I-A-T-E. You don't see it very often, but some familiar words, some words you might be familiar with are negotiate, right? There it is. And your teachers use this word all the time, differentiate. And initiate, and because it ends with an E, you just have to add a D to get initiated. Very difficult to read word, but really difficult to spell. And the last word I want to look at is animate. Inanimate. This is the word inanimate. It looks like inanimate. It's an adjective, and the root word is animate, right? Animate, not to be confused with animate. Right? You know, animate, where you take a picture and you animate it. It's not animate, it's animate, and originates in ancient Latin. Animatus. Anima is the Latin root meaning life. And of course, you're familiar with that root from animal and anime, right? And anime, of course, is animated, right? So animatus, meaning alive or lively. In, it meant in earlier, but here it means not, the opposite. So inanimatus, meaning lifeless, like this poor old hound dog. Get up, doggy. Inanimatus, you can tell that's where we get the English word inanimate, right? And couch potatoes are inanimate. That's one way to use that word. Hey, get off the couch, you're inanimate. Inanimate. All right, that's the end of today's lesson. Subscribe to my YouTube channel or follow me on Facebook for more decoding videos like this one. Tell a friend or a family member or a teacher about me. That'd be great to pass along the word. My Facebook page has a lot of reading challenges I've written to help you continue practice decoding those big words at home and awesomize your fluency. All right, I hope you enjoyed the video and found it helpful. Come back and see me soon. Bye.